So, you know how we've been hearing for years that an AI revolution in the workplace was just right around the corner? Well, according to a new 2025 report from OpenAI, that corner has been turned. The revolution isn't coming anymore, it's already here, and honestly, it's speeding up in ways that are totally reshaping how business gets done.
Okay, let's just dive right in. The biggest takeaway from this entire report is that AI adoption inside companies isn't just growing, it's exploding. We're witnessing a massive shift in how work happens, and the pace is picking up week after week. It really gives you a sense of just how fast this train is moving.
All right, so let's break down this first key area. I really want you to get a feel for the sheer velocity we're talking about here.
Get this, an eightfold increase in just over a year. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. This isn't people just playing around with it anymore. This shows that AI-powered communication is becoming deeply woven into the very fabric of daily work. Everything from drafting emails to analyzing complex data. And if you thought that was wild, check this out. A 19 times increase. This tells a whole different story, one about sophistication. Companies are moving way beyond the general stuff. They're rapidly building and using customized AI solutions for really specific, high-value tasks. So these growth numbers are huge, right? They're impressive. But what does all of this actually feel like for the people on the ground, the ones using these tools every single day? Let's take a look at how this all translates into some real, tangible impact. 75%. This number is just wow. 3/4 of people using AI at work say that it's letting them do tasks they literally could not do before. So think about that. This isn't just about doing things faster, it's about doing entirely new things. And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. AI isn't some simple efficiency tool that just shaves a few minutes off a task. No way. It's fundamentally expanding what the workforce is capable of. It's like a force multiplier for human skill and creativity.
And, okay, what about that classic promise of efficiency? Well, the average time saved per worker every single day is somewhere between 40 and 60 minutes.
I mean, what would you do with an extra hour every day? That's genuinely transformative. That's more time for the deep, strategic thinking that actually drives value. For a team of 100 people, that's nearly 100 extra hours of high-level brain power per day. Or, hey, maybe it just means a better work-life balance, which, let's be honest, is a huge win for everyone. But, it's not like this AI wave is hitting everyone at the same time or in the same way. Of course not. The pace of adoption varies a lot, depending on the industry and, frankly, where you are in the world. So when you look at different industries, yeah, no surprise, tech is leading the pack with an incredible 11x year-over-year growth. But here's what's really interesting to me, the huge adoption in more traditional sectors. Healthcare is at 8x and manufacturing is at 7x. That shows this revolution is spreading everywhere. And when you zoom out and look at the whole world, you see this really cool two-speed story playing out. On one hand, you have the big established players, the US, Germany, Japan, France. But then on the other side, you've got these markets that are just accelerating like crazy. Places like Australia, Brazil, and the Netherlands, they're catching up at an absolutely breakneck pace. So that begs the question, right? Who are the ones really crushing it with AI? Well, the data points to this special group called frontier users. And their habits, they basically give us a crystal clear look into where the future of work is headed. And when we say frontier, what are we talking about? Well, think of them as the top 5%, the absolute power users. These are the individuals and the companies who are out there on the edge, pushing the boundaries of what AI can actually do. And the gap here it's just wild. Frontier workers, they're not just using AI a little bit more. Their message intensity is 6 times higher. And here's the real kicker. Their use of the advanced specialized tools, it's a massive 16 times higher than your average user. And listen, this isn't just about a few standout geniuses working alone. We're talking about entire companies. These frontier firms are systematically embedding this advanced AI across their whole organization. They have double the message volume per person and are 7 times more likely to be using those custom AI tools. Okay, so what's the bottom line here? What does all this data actually mean for the future of work? And maybe more importantly, what does it mean for your career or your business? All right, let's just quickly put it all together. First, AI adoption is not a trend anymore, it's a tidal wave. Second, the value is real and measurable. We're talking brand new abilities in almost an hour of your day back. But here's the crucial part. A huge performance gap is opening up between the casual users and these frontier users. It's becoming super clear that deep, strategic integration is what separates the leaders from everybody else. And that really leaves us with one huge, unavoidable question. This gap we're seeing between the early, deep adopters and the mainstream, it's getting wider every single day. So the real question is, as this whole thing continues to accelerate, on which side of that gap will you or your company end up?